So this is going to be a short training video to go over the process of centrifuging or spinning down labs that will be required after collection from the patient but prior to dropping off or transporting the specimen. So it's important to note that not all specimens require the centrifuge process. So it's very important that you refer to your lab manual that's included in your study documents to understand which specimens require it, including the length of the time to spin it down. We do recommend collecting the blood work towards the beginning of your visit because it does take time to complete it, and you can do other tasks while the blood is clotting or spinning down. So for this example, we've already drawn the participant's blood in this tube. As you can see, we've let it sit for 30 minutes. That is a requirement, and that allows the blood to clot. So it's already started to separate. However, we'll still have to do the centrifuge process. For this example, we're only using this one tube. If you have an odd number tube, you need to provide counterbalance. The way we do that in your kits, you should have balance tubes. These are empty tubes of the same volume as the tube of the specimen that you're collecting. We'll need to fill it with water. Water is about the same weight as the blood for the spinning process. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this empty tube with water to about the fill line of the specimen. All right, we're now ready to spin it in the centrifuge. So on the centrifuge, there are two knobs. The first knob is the rate that you're going to spin the lab at, or your rates per minute. The second one is the timer, how long you're going to spin the blood. It's important that you refer to your laboratory manual to understand what your RPM and your time is, because it is different for different specimens. So we're going to take the cover off. As I mentioned, we only have one tube of specimen, and we also have a balance tube. It's important that they're placed across from each other so that we're providing balance. So there's my specimen tube, and there's my balance tube. So I'm going to set the timer and then slowly advance my RPMs. So this is an example of a tube that was not spun correctly. It may have been that it actually didn't spin long enough per the lab manual, or the blood cells may have actually lysed. As you can see, a comparison, the one that was spun correctly, the top portion is a clear yellow color, but there's no pink or red tint to it. So this one is correctly spun. This one needs to be addressed.